have the Rams offense at the line. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Gone. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Goff. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Goff now to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Coming up at halftime, I'll go for one personality. That's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando. booth,
yes,
and he's miles away. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Mecole Hardman, 75 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time.
The evidence was right there.
At his top speed, according to Next Gen Stats, well, really, it's ridiculous, impossible, whatever you want to call it, 22.6 miles per hour. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun. Goff. Again, he targets Kupp, and this time he's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Mecole Hardman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand you want to rub it out.
Oh, about to have to find the Rams.
But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the
my
stuff she used to
grandmother did the
preserve.
same. It smelled
terrible.
terrible. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
It's only half time, man. I got a 33. No, it's not half time, exactly. He's just messing me. Chew clock.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit this.
Oh, shit. He pausing.
Sack to Malik Jefferson. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Oh, man.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now it's Goff. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's something, some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild momentum, you know, that you see sometimes where they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that, but it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the second half.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
You found out he's white, bro. Found out he's white.
Now Goff. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses.
So how white are you, bro?
The game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They are going for it. Goff being chased out left. He may try and run for this. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to
can't
pick
tell
up
me
the
to
first.
shoot flag and he come out there slinging and run.
I definitely agree with his decision to run it.
That
He
didn't
picked
work
up
out.
that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The defense
how
was
that
ready
work out
for the
for you,
run-pass
bro?
option, diagnosed it perfectly.
See how
Not only
that
did they
work out
stack
for
him
you.
up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a 1st down throw. Goff. That's complete to the tight end Hopkins. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Goff now looks to throw. Forced out to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
3rd and long. It's Goff. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Goff's throw here finds Woods. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Now Goff on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Kendall Fuller.
This D wanted to put it away before
Taking
we
about
even get to the
97
4th
yards
quarter,
back to the
widening that
house.
margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they
He
may have
signed
run into him
already?
after the kick went away.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, I did, but then
Lead
I
the
don't know
Rams
what I
up
was
here,
going to say.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. In search of redemption from the pick six, Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Dallas.
Up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, you
At the
know,
37-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff steps away to his left. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll run on first down with Akers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Now Goff. This will be caught inside the 10.
Oh, he fumbled it.
Now the ball comes loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They start on the ground with Geis. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 94 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And that's his 2nd touchdown run of this game, and this one, and a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be
I'm trying to run
returned.
the
It'll
clock
come out
out,
to the
man.
25.
Their own 25-yard line.
I'm trying. I got a 98-yard touchdown run.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Goff. pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Johnson on the return. There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. It's a punt return score of 70 yards. As these guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game.
I'm just returning the kick.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
3 times and punting the ball back. I ain't trying to run it up, though. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, doing normal. I ain't driving back, throwing. Just had a couple bad breaks, man. He probably a real good guy.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Somebody used to use my team. I don't even know who is that guy?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a toss running left, Akers. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Goff now looking to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of 1st. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at about the 28. Johnson jostles free. And he takes it all the way down.
We got
to the
3:46
well,
left.
looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands,
14.
it's still a massive return. And this offense now with a short field and 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. It's Geis on the counter.
Oh, man,
And he is in for the Seattle
I'm just running
touchdown.
regular run plays, man.
15 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. What'd you say, 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This dude is punting on first down.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. And they take a knee.
That's what he said? That's what the fuck I'm doing then. But it's 3 minutes left. How can I nail out 3 minutes?
And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Nah, he nailed it. But he told me to chew clock. It was the second quarter. I'm like,
I think this offense, specifically this running game,
a lot of games
they're going to have
left.
to find a way to turn the page
But you're
because
throwing
they haven't found a way to
Hail
run it
Marys.
effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The ball resting on their own 5 here as they come up to the line on 2nd and long.
But I mean, you have to look at like this is somebody's avatar.
And they will take a knee here.
Can you see his avatar?
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, that was a 3rd and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.